Hi and welcome back to the Cheeky Crypto podcast. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another podcast video. And what I've got to cover today is awesome. There's some really big news. I'm going to dig into it and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on all the latest happenings in the crypto space. Now, before we dig into all that wonderful stuff, I do just need to say that Nick is still having his studio built. Few delays, problems with builders and that side of things, but I think he's got a resolution there, and that should be sorted very, very soon. And as part of that, once that is built, we are going to have more podcast like content, which we aim to put out on the podcast channel. So what I would like to do is just give everybody a big thank you from myself for just bearing with us through this transition. Obviously we had some people that were working on the podcast channel previously. They've gone left us a little bit in the lurch, just to be really clear. And we've basically made this massive upgrade on experience and knowledge with JB joining the team, and I think that is going to pay dividends for the future of this podcast. Now, these guys went away, they made a carbon copy of what we do here at Cheeky Crypto from everything that basically they learnt from us. What I would also say is that they're continuing to copy what we do here at Cheeky Crypto. I just want people to be really careful out there. You don't know who it is that you're really communicating with online, so look, just be very, very careful. What I would also say is there is no substitute for the experience that we've got here at Cheeky Crypto and the contacts that we have within the crypto space. And look, it's going to be fantastic to see where this channel ends up in 5-10 years time. Really excited about the future and really excited about some of the collaborations and stuff that we've got in the pipeline. If you enjoy this sort of content and you wish to support the channel, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so we're going to start with 𝗕𝗓𝗀𝗰 here, and this is a project that I'm going to call out as I think it's going to do really, really well. Obviously, a project scaling Ethereum. And again, this is something that we've kind of said, we think it's going to do really well, but their airdrop and launch has been terrible. And if we, you've got an article here, which I'm going to drop into the Discord for you to read through at your leisure. They're talking about bugs, server crashes, and scammers continue to plague crypto airdrops. Will regulatory pressures be next? And this is something to just bear in mind. Are there going to be regulatory issues when it comes to future airdrops? Not so much an issue moving forward now. It's ranked 38th by market cap. The ticker is ARB. I have been making some investment in this project, dollar cost averaging. Now, what I would say is, that's the launch. It launched and was trading above $10. It's above $11. And then obviously they were plagued with issues with their airdrop. So it's come right down to like $1, 20 odd, even down as low as $1.15. It's up 5.65% at the time of recording at $1.23. I do believe that this is potentially good value, but you do need to let these things settle down. I think you can potentially get this one a little bit cheaper at some point in the future. So look, excited about this project. Think it's really good, and one for you to definitely go away and do your research on. Super excited about the future of this project. Nigerian crypto investors question central bank's decision to flag peer-to-peer users. So this is something that, for me is a big concern within the traditional finance sector, the banking sector, from a traditional sense, flagging up people's accounts that are involved in cryptocurrency, and then just spinning it as if it's because of scams and fraud and money laundering and all this sort of stuff. Banks are no different. The amount of fines I've seen from regulators for banks, traditional banking sector is plagued with failing when it comes to these points that they're raising concerning cryptocurrency. And I'm not saying cryptocurrency is perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I mean, you just have to look at, the art world, for example. So, just be mindful of that. And what I would say is, there are influencers that are, going to be getting into luxury goods and stuff like that. A lot of these luxury items could potentially be fraudulent, out of the likes of Turkey, like in Istanbul, places like that, there's lots of really good fakes that are made. I've been watching lots on like watches and stuff like that, where there's lots of very, very good replicas that the only way you can tell is by, taking off the back of the watches and stuff like that. So, just be careful with influencers in the watch industry or crypto and watch industry, which is another thing to be aware of. If they're visiting the likes of Turkey, China, and places that are very, I guess, renowned for fakes, I would be very, very cautious. Just me, I like to highlight these things, just be really clear with people that, scams and fraudulent activity, particularly in, fashion, watches, art, there's lots of scammers out there willing to try to defraud you of your capital and leave you high and dry. But look, let's just circle back to this here. The banks obviously being very, very clear that they have concerns with peer-to-peer protocols or fintech blockchain technology. Nigerian crypto investors using peer-to-peer services have expressed their concerns at the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, flagging their accounts. CNB's decision to flag accounts is believed to be in relation to the near $6.3 million, 2.9 billion naras. This is to do with a hack, basically. I don't believe that for a second, but we're seeing accounts being flagged all the time. If it is due to like the scam that's happened, fair play. But I do believe that there's a few people that are getting caught up in this that were unrelated. So look, if you have more understanding of this particular stuff happening in Nigeria, do let us know in the comments below. We've got cryptocurrencies add nothing useful to society. And this is basically being said by a chip manufacturer that is being utilized, or their chips are being utilized, or their technology is being utilized for crypto mining. So this is really interesting. They really probably need to understand what it is that they're talking about before talking about it. And, this is something that we should be, very mindful of, in my opinion. So, moving on, we've got North Korea is now mining crypto to launder its stolen loot. Maybe they're using their chips, who knows. A spy group working for Kim regime has been feeding stolen coins into the crypto mining services in an effort to throw tracers off their trail. So look, a very interesting article that is worth reading up on. I will drop it in the Discord for people to read through at their leisure. But yeah, they're going into all of these different I guess niches to try to throw tracers off their trail. And look, I'm not surprised to see stuff like this. I think we're going to see more of it. We've got Williams Racing and Kraken announced global crypto partnership. This is again just a really interesting one. We are seeing an awful lot of crypto exchanges, crypto.com, Binance, and various others doing some very unique sponsorships within the sporting sector. OKX is another. So look, I think that this is something we're going to see more and more of. So yeah, look, I think this is fantastic. It means that these brands are going to get seen. People are going to be like, oh, what is Kraken? So look, I think this stuff is really, really positive for the space and for the adoption of cryptocurrency. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Look, I think that, you know, we need to be really, really clear and concise when it comes to cryptocurrency. We are not financial advisors. You should treat this as educational purposes only. Go away, do your own research, and make sure that you make your own investment decisions based on your own you know, research and stuff like that. There's no substitute for it. I keep talking about, you know, the dishonest and untrustworthy individuals in this space for a very important reason. I want everybody to be kept safe in the crypto space and not get ripped off. So just be mindful that, you know, sometimes when people message you, they're not who they say they are. They are, you know, being fraudulent in some way. They might even be trying to befriend you over a length of time in order to, you know, take money or, you know, rip you off in some way later down the line. Just remember, you never know who it is that you're talking to online, you know, and always go away and do that research. It's amazing what you find when you go to do your research on certain things. People talking about like partnerships, people talking about, you know, being owners of businesses. When you actually dig into it, they're not even there to be found. I just think that this stuff is so important to be aware of. When somebody, you know, invoices you and doesn't use their own name, you know, red flags. So, you know, let's just be brutally honest here and clear. Be very, very careful out there. You might think you know somebody, but you really don't. If you enjoyed today's video, mash up that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.